You are now rocking with the 3-yard play.
Right.
We just figured out a 3-yard play, fam. We gonna win every time.
Yeah.
Hit that link with you. Come on in.
You're tuned into the 3-yard play podcast. Well, the only question is, does it work for you?
Trail got wings, bitch.
We been working all year. It's game time. We all here. We turned up. Oh yeah. Cause we finna be the champs this year. We been working all year. It's game time. We all here. We turned up. Oh yeah. Cause we finna be the champs this year. We live in weight just to hold up the trophy. Flag on the plate, cause them haters can't hold me. And 1, 2-a-days and run up the biggest hill just to sharpen up my skills. They hit the scoreboard first, I had to hit them drills. Time I get around the corner, they gon' see my new wheels. After practice, till the lights come on, till they bust ride out and they gone. That rally had us help, my teammate down the steps. Player, we got plays you ain't even seen yet. I post up and fade away like graffiti. Just don't claim it's love when you see us on TV. We been working all year. It's game time. We all here. We turned up. Oh yeah. Cause we finna be the champs this year.
3-yard play podcast.
We been working
brought to you by reality.
all year.
Where it is, what it is.
Game time.
You get what you get.
We all here.
So comment and let us know where you live.
Yeah. Cause we finna be the champs this year.
Yeah, this sounds like foul play. Rest in peace to that brother they hunted the other day. Yeah, and that young brother in that wrestling match. Southside to everywhere his organs is at. Enjoy it now. There's gonna be hell. Made it, Hattori Hanzo bladed. Before every fight, Floyd Mayweather played it. As in this Jones sound perfect. Like you just got the stage 3 tuning done, it's working. Like Drago before his first bout. Spit my shoulder, it's cold, feel the thirst out. Yeah, it's art imitates life. Rendering a deep fake of Gandhi with a knife. Son up, I don't wanna hear about what you seen. Like a lethal drone doing drills, it's routine. For folks to kick back to the fact that 1% owns 99% whack. So yeah, I'ma always be pissed and spit retribution like this. You can throw your hands in the air, keep them in your pockets. Either way, I'm finna Stone Mountain pocket.
I came to bring pain, hardcore brain.
Girls who really nod they heads with the beaters. Nod they heads with the beaters. Nod they heads with the beaters. Girls who really nod they heads with the beaters. Nod they heads with the beaters. Nod they heads with the beaters.
Stepping like Samson on the way to get a retwist. Stands for the people like emojis of the blackfish. My flows is fresh out the cactus. I fulfill the prophecies for practice. Same active ingredients as crackers. Your turn to test the dough. Just enough to hang yourself, come measure the rope. The wings are the same, Burbier, you should vote for me again, and I promise you get the same. Snowflake, it's a real coke game. In the woods of Columbia, I wrote this main. Watching the Bears versus the Jaguars, I'm just playing like we used to. R.P. Deontay. If you're lucky, you gon' grow old one day. So go ahead, decide now for then. Pro tip, the streets ain't your friend.
Girls who really
It's part of it.
nod they heads with the beaters. Nod they heads with the beaters. Nod they heads with the beaters.
Y'all play
Yes, sir.
podcast backstage where it gets wild. You don't know what you're gonna get. You just reach your hand in the bag and you know what kind of candy you're gonna get in this one. But but I'm gonna kind of stick something in the bag this time. I'm gonna plan a mold, man. Man, what y'all think about Scottie Pippen and his rants about MJ being a horrible player and all that stuff until when he came around, it became the Bulls team, you know what I mean? But Mike was there, it was just this individual, you know what I mean, that couldn't play, couldn't get that done. I just want to know your thoughts because I would probably wouldn't have much to say about it, but it's Scotty. It's Scotty talking, man. What you got to say now, Scotty? Come on, man.
You know, I'm not gonna say I can get into his head, but I kind of okay. So he's trying to squeeze the intellectual out of this, right? He's really trying to speak on some LeBron type, esoteric, genius basketball playing. But really, is he really just taking a snipe at Mike? I don't know. I feel like he's right in a sense because true, Mike was getting to the playoffs and getting dumped, right? By himself. He wouldn't start with what years was that? What, 6, 7 years?
About 3,
4 years. Okay. So, then all of a sudden he got the team and it was top notch. But as a singular player, he's the greatest individual player. I won't say he's the best team player because he got some stories where he was hard to play with.
You know me. First, let me go throw my bias out there. Let me just be clear. I didn't like Mike when he was playing. I ain't gonna lie. I was a Dominique Magic fan. Yep. Then I watched Mike eliminate all my GOATs and Hall of Famers in the playoffs and sent them packing and sent them to early retirement. You know what I mean? So then I developed some love. But with that being said, man, how I guess his leadership style might not have been the greatest, but it got results. He's a great leader. He got results. You don't get.
But now I got a sidebar on it because
go ahead.
I hear the sports guys. On this one, but I would say, man, this is a case of social media strikes again. We grew up in the pre-social media time where a lot of the stuff we looked up to was romanticized. We thought these guys really liked each other and they really got along well because they won or they played well together. Right. Man, they might not have really they did like each other for a minute,
I don't remember that time when I cared about when teammates liked each other. I don't remember that time.
But that time is now. This is the time now. That's what now with the social media we see here like, damn, these dudes don't get along.
You know what I'm saying?
Back in the day, they probably were talking just as much shit behind the scenes or not speaking or not fooling with each other. But it's like, man, we getting these bags, we winning these chips. We doing what we doing, it was a good team, but overall, they might not have rocked off the court. In my mind, shit, they sitting around playing 21. Like, they was really always playing the video game. Kids each other.
You ain't gotta like the man you playing spades with. You just gotta win.
That's what I see now.
It was years later until I found out that him and Isaiah. I mean, I knew they had a competitive type thing, but I didn't take it as they hated each other. But
they beef.
Really had beef.
I guess I'll ask this then, and I know I'm setting myself up with this. Who would be the model leader for today's game that gets those results?
I mean, LeBron.
LeBron by far.
Those results.
Yeah.
He getting the same result Mike got when we talked about in the first 4. He gets you a long way, but he get eliminated. So what gives?
You just when you start talking like the overall package,
what gives?
You can't elevate one man because he ain't make it, and then dog a man because he ain't make it. So this is all things equal. LeBron, his leadership don't really get results. Every year, I put it out.
Hey, you know what gives results? Influence.
Real quick, True.
There we go.
Every year.
He gonna get the coach out of there. He gonna get the arena painted a different color.
Every year.
He gonna change the state if he got to. His influence.
Every year he'll never have help.
Right.
Yeah, he never have help.
Right.
Every year he played with a bunch of bums. Anthony Davis, Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh,
These the players
Westbrook,
now.
Kyrie Irving.
Oh, you
He
been
played with a bunch of bums all these years. You know what I'm saying? He ain't had no help.
Oh no, I know you talking. Yeah, you know.
I'm just saying.
Buzz, Kyrie.
That's what they say every year. Just this year,
man. You
had no help when he got
trolling. You on here trolling? My man, real life
trolling.
trolling.
He trolling now.
He just trying to say something to just catch you out there. I ain't going. Hell
No,
no. You even see a call Kyrie no bum.
Leadership. We talking leadership. We talking leadership.
Too nice with the handles, bro.
We talking leadership. We talking leadership. So I'm gonna leave names out there. I'm gonna leave names out. So if you let's say if you leave more authoritative style and you get the results you intended, it is what it is. Now people don't have to like you. The end game is to get the results done.
Right. So it's one of those things of what result are you talking about? Are you talking about
winning,
immediate feeling, or are you talking about changing a group of people and how they think?
I'm talking about 6 championships.
But
you can't say everywhere LeBron went, he brought a chip. Now he might have got the chip every year, but everywhere he went, he brought the chip. Now,
it's not about LeBron. Let me be clear. I know it always seems like it, but I promise you, it's not. It's about different leadership styles. What I'm trying to, I guess, articulate are different leadership styles that get results. So when you say he was hard on his teammates, shoot, they responded. They responded.
I think they responded regardless. I think you got to think like Mike was doing the same thing before with other people, and they didn't get better. You know what I'm saying? That's why they didn't win. So it was just those guys that came. They were already on that. It was just a nice medley, put together. But he had done it to them other folks, and they couldn't handle it.
I'm curious, who are the other folks that came in that changed the culture to winning?
Where, in Chicago, or where, or for LeBron, or who? Where?
Yeah, we started with Scotty, so I want to kind of be clear as to.
I mean, but then they changed the coach. He wasn't always once he got with the
Collins,
coach.
They got rid of Doug Collins.
Yeah, they changed a lot.
They brought in Phil
Jackson.
And
they put them air bubbles in them shoes. They cut the side of the shoe out where you can see that air bubble. That's when he really started snapping. When he got that commercial with dang Spike Lee, they made that man cool.
When he was
started going, they put him in there with Michael Jackson. It's across the board, man. I got a question for y'all, man. Unrelated.
Go ahead.
I see that story recently of the bus driver who done shot dude on the bus. But Buddy was on the bus and he put out a gun on the bus driver. And now the bus driver not supposed to have a weapon because he had work and it's against the company policies. But he done had to smoke this dude on the bus because Buddy done pulled out the gun, started threatening him, and up. I think the dude might have shot the bus driver in the arm. And the bus driver,
he shot the bus driver.
Yeah.
Close.
You said
it was close range too. That was crazy. It was close range. It was weird.
You said shot him in the arm. You said the bus driver retaliated.
Yeah,
the bus driver turned around and started dumping. He let off a whole clip. He shot Buddy all the way down the damn bus aisle.
Yeah.
He ran up on the ground ass man at work trying to shoot.
Where you drive buses?
Man.
I mean, but this is my question. This is the question.
Yeah,
because it's kind of like a multi-part question. Because also lately they've been talking about having more armed personnel, more armed police at hospitals. Because they've been having more incidents in hospitals with when they do the yearly numbers. There's a certain amount of violent incidents in hospitals every year where they feel like, damn, do we need more armed presence there? Same way they're saying more armed presence in the schools. Do y'all feel like them having more armed presence is gonna cut down on stuff, or you think it's just gonna be more guns and it's just gonna be more foolishness and just more shooting because guns begot guns and violence and guns don't begot peace?
Bro, I have been saying this for years.
I'm a gun owner. I ain't
right, bro.
I want people to be looking like, oh man, you out here trying to be a hippie, you hate guns. Hell no, I got 2 of them jumps. I'll take another. But at the same time, I ain't running around with no gun on me all times everywhere because it's like you don't always need a gun around. But what are y'all's thoughts?
I've been telling people, that for years, you're not going to eliminate the problem by adding more of the issue, you know. And hey, you don't need an AR-15. These have definitions for reasons, you know. So if you say assault, that means you're on the offensive. That it's not defense. So I think you can keep the guns, but keep the simple stuff that ain't really sent out for war. Okay, that could change that. But like I said, the more times you see more guns, the more people are going to be irresponsible. Everybody's going to overreact. You really creating the atmosphere. If you're really thinking about it, you really creating an atmosphere for just total massive like war. Because
Just
every
powder
time
keg
someone,
for some so like a powder keg for something to go off.
Yeah, because every time something go wrong, people's first reaction now, oh, I got it on me, so it's up. So every single time you're getting that result, as opposed to maybe just yelling or even a fight. Now you got to deal with innocent bystanders getting shot. I mean, it ain't gonna work, bro. It's showing itself on its head right now.
I don't see it as a means of prevention. Not gonna work. If you get lucky enough and you're getting shot at, and then you have time to pull your weapon, you just got lucky.
You got lucky.
You don't walk around anticipating mass shootings and
Right.
and especially at a school or walking downtown Atlanta. Even though we got all this crime, you're not thinking somebody can just come out and just start busting on you. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I don't think it's prevention, but I can say it can stop somebody after some people have already died. You know what I mean? So now we just more lives lost at the end of the day, and then we might even kill the killer. But is that really justice for the family though? Not really.
Right.
So I don't know what the end game is. You know what I mean? Because you just reacting. You know what I mean? And to your point though, if you have an assault weapon, that means you intend on using it
to assault.
Offense to do something. Right. So I don't know. So then that goes into mindset. You know what I mean? And I guess the mental health. I use the cliches, the mental health services, but at the end of the day, man.
Look, y'all.
That's a tough one.
Y'all can't have it two ways.
It ain't no solution. It ain't no solution.
You can't have it two ways. It's just not gonna work. You know. Right. So I don't know, man. You can't say you want more guns, and then when this guy defends himself, now he's subject to the law.
Yeah.
You know? He defended himself. He shouldn't have maybe had the gun while he was, at work. But what if he did?
Shoot, what about that dude that
so now what?
That guy out at the subway?
They people ain't giving them guns back.
Man, right. So I'm just saying, like you to your point, you can catch another case just for defending yourself.
Right. But that is the double standard. You say go get the guns, I go get them. Then when I defend myself, now I'm a criminal.
Yeah.
So that's why I say it ain't.
It works out. I'm going to be fair and just say it works out on both sides. I've known some people who actually walked away on some self-defense. You know what I mean? I was shocked.
Yeah. I know some people that down their lives and protect others.
If you airtight and you're not just being reckless in your response, then you can justifiably defend yourself without consequence. But
that don't mean just because you justifiably defend yourself, you're gonna win. You might be all the way right, and them folks still send you up through there.
Right.
So it to me it's just easier because then you can decipher who's the good guy and who's the bad guy. If everybody got all the heavy stuff and you say it's all good, then I can't. Even if I was a law enforcement person, I couldn't walk onto a scene and be like, "Oh, we need to arrest this guy instead of this guy," because everybody the same. You at least create that difference. If I see you with this, I know you illegal.
Trip about to throw the flag. Trip about to throw the flag.
We're gonna throw the flag, but I got a question for y'all in close. I will take this.
Say something real quick, and then it might tie in. It might tie in. Now I don't want to. I'm going to take this time just to kind of acknowledge my nephew who was shot and killed a few weeks ago, and his killer has not been caught. He was sleeping. He was sleeping in his car in between jobs, and then he was about to get into his other car when they decided they wanted to rob him. He had his tools on him, But like I say, it's a surprise, and then he got dealt with, and he didn't have a chance. Well, I think he did have a chance to respond, but he didn't hit anybody or anything like that. But that's why I say it's no real true end game. There's no true justice.
Yeah, sorry to hear that. Yep.
Yeah, man, I'm sorry to hear it. I think, man, given that, bro, I ain't even gonna ask the question I was gonna ask, man, for real.
Sorry.
Nah, it ain't nothing. It's not even good, man. It's different, man. It's just, what you're saying. That's a serious thing, man. So I'm gonna leave it. I think we kind of leave it at that.
Yeah, for sure.
We already up on time anyway, but
Yeah, man. So, but anyway,
and it is a question. Oh, we'll pose a question for the people viewing, man. The Rick Ross car show. Should he be allowed to have his car show or nah? Because his neighbors is tight. Like, yo, this man about to shut down the whole Old National. And if you got an old person need to go to the hospital, they can't go. If you need to go to the grocery store, you can't go. They done messed around bringing cars in and took down the power line. They had the people power out over there.
They don't like him. Wow. Old National already crazy.
But at the same time, this is a private event that he wants to have on his private property. He has the land to sustain it. He even has the area they can park, and people can all be there, but they do got to use that road to come and go and get there.
So why you got to shut
down? They go to parades, don't they?
Yeah.
Right. You said they gonna parade the cars?
I said they go.
They go to parades.
People go to parades, right? In those parades, you're not allowed.
They don't do them at Old National and one.
They're gonna say like, yeah, we'll shut down that parade like that.
And we already have one hospital.
It's one day, people. Quit 2 days, however many days. It ain't gonna hurt them, man. Tell them people to sit down, drink their coffee, and get on the porch.
Hey, if I didn't live in the area, I love Southwood. Don't roll up on me. And it just be too much action going on that L to be to have streets blocked off. It'll be way too much action, bro.
Yeah, way too much action. But it's Old National. What you expect?
You don't want to. Well, I mean, I'm finna talk bad about my community online, but just know that we. You don't want emergencies that way. If you don't want emergencies, and nobody can get there. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah. Now it's a catch-22, man. That's an interesting one. I mean, he's within his right on his property, but at the same time, it's gonna cause a public nuisance and a public inconvenience. So it's like the older me got to think about that. Young me be like, I want to go see them cars. Now you older, like, man, that's kind of messed up. What if somebody needs to go get a prescription? You can't get the job.
I'm trying to tell you.
Look at that car.
You gotta know the area.
If we won the Olympics in Atlanta again, they'd be in the same boat.
Nope. You ain't gonna be on Old National. I can tell you that now. That's my only thing. You ain't
right. What makes it worse is they go to Atlanta to be in that position.
Right, but Atlanta got food, they got transportation, you can Uber around. Old National, you ain't getting no Uber, you ain't standing out there and waiting on
I'm throwing the flag. I ain't got one. I'm throwing the flag. Here, here's a coaster. It's the flag.
Hey, tell Rick Ross to put some money on some more money on those books and Clayton County. Then we'll have them. Help us build a hospital in the community. Then we don't have that problem. You know what I mean?
Hey.
I'm not asking for his money for real, but I'm just saying.
Say, man.
Right, I ain't trying to take all that man money. Those are the issues. I know I'm getting hit in the head all over.
Flags, man. Flags on the plate, man. But that's it, man. Backstage, man. Backstage with it.
You don't know what you're gonna get. You don't know what you're gonna get.
That's it.
Hey, but the weird question is, does it work?
Does it work for you?
Let us know. Work for you, man. And again, man,
let us know.
Our condolences, man, to your nephew, though, for real, brother. People put the guns down, man. Make better decisions, man. You know.
So yeah, if anybody hear anything, please say something.
Yeah, man. Live in peace, man. If you rest in peace, man. Live in peace, man.
Yes, sir.
Y'all be blessed. We out.
We out.
El Bravo, tape you out. You start with the reference to God. All streaming platform featuring hits like Young Jit, Stowaway, My Book of Life, and many more. Follow El Bravo at Lab Tech Music Group. It's time. like a stowaway.
Baby, you out. Release me.
Just like
In
a
stores
new
now.
Your homeland's far away. Take my hand and let me lead though. I feel like they wanna take me, baby. Where you ready to me? Take a shot at the back of my hand and leave me for dead.
El Bravo, release me in stores now.
You see, the thing that separates us from every other group of slaves is the fact that
thank y'all for tuning in today and every day. And remember to keep running your 3-yard play.
Look at them mouths, we feel like flowers, they gon' grow. Oh, we gon' water season, watch that harvest flow. Whoa. I've been crunching
Cause we know heroes are made in the off season.
There should be no reason
and grind the slow is better than crashing out
we
the
get that money bound for we don't want it.
Say, young brothers, remember,
fulfill the promise.
I ain't never
3 yards every day.
Mr. Officer,
They can never
I can't
stop.
read that narrative, so ain't no need of calling us. You ain't never had to tell your kid being black was a sin, cause his skin was reflected through America. Taking care of us was just a handout, right? But it was fair when free labor was just as nice. I can bet you your life, your kids living alright. Cause me and mine had to
been
do
rocking
it or
with the
die every
3-Yard
single
Play
night.
podcast.
I get mine, yeah. You get yours, yeah. But together, nigga, we gon' get some more, yeah. Look at them mouths, we feel like flowers,
So
they
like,
gon' grow.
subscribe,
We
share,
gon' water
and
season,
let's
watch that
discuss.
harvest flow. Whoa. I've been
What's up with
crunching
us?
numbers, winter, fall, spring, and summer. There should be no
Thank
reason
you.
that the baby
Tuning in
never
to
hunger. When
3-Yard
we get
Play
that money
podcast.
bound for, we don't run it. I only
Put a
pledge
focus onto
allegiance
it.
to go fulfill the promise.